Hello! Are we live? I think we're live.
Say hello again.
Hello! I think we're live. And if we are, good evening and welcome to another live with those vegan guys. If it's your first time here, by the way, hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are, in fact,
those vegan guys. Sorry, I preempted you then, didn't I?
And we do a live in this order: Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Saturday tonight, yeah, 8:30 mukbang. We have our dinner.
Yeah.
Next week, Friday, we'll be in the lounge 9 p.m. chill out chat. The week after will be Sunday 3 p.m. in the kitchen, often making something. Recently, we've done Korean braised tofu, curry paste, cheese and onion pie. We've done all sorts.
Yes. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been a nice few weeks. It's great to be here. Welcome one and all, as Paul said. 48 just jumped up to 55 in the house.
And we've got two of our lovely moderators in the house, Leanne and Ashley. Thank you so much both for being here. And Peter has just found out he's going to be an uncle.
Ah, congratulations, Peter. To you and the fam. How delightful.
So I'll take you through the food, just so you can see. I'll tilt it down. So we've got brown rice here with chopped spring onion and chopped. It's like a tofu skin drumstick that we get from Wing Yip. So I cook them and chop them in there with spring onion. The breaded drumstick is as it comes. The vegetable dumplings are as they come. These are satay sticks, but I've covered them with our own mix of Encorner hot pepper sauce and crunchy peanut butter. The same with the king prawn, which is actually full of crispy vegetables, and edamame on the side.
Let's sort this out. Is that about right?
Yeah.
That's about right, isn't it? There we go.
This is a dipping sauce, which is white rice vinegar, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, chilies, and spring onions. And the first thing we do is the feeding of the rice.
Yes.
So I put it on the plate, ponce from a little bowl to get the shape, flatten it down a bit, and then with the sauce that we use for the dumplings and some of the bits, we feed our rice, because it's just gorgeous, because that's why.
Will's in the house, Craig's in the house,
Oh.
Imran's in the house.
And I've took a bit of that sauce and mixed it with a bit of wasabi in a little pot here to try and dip a dumpling in. So if this steam starts coming out of my ears, I use too much. I
had some wasabi the other day with the lunch that we got from Lidl. And I did have a little bit too much at one point. And for me, it's all nose.
Right in the nose.
Right in the nose.
Shall we pour a lovely Estevez chili Malbec from Aldi?
Yes, I shall pour that and then I will feed my rice.
Yes.
I should do that. So yes, we've got this, as Paul just said. Just very briefly show you that.
Estevez Malbec from the Aldi.
Clearly marked on the back.
We said today, because we drink wine quite regularly, but particularly at a weekend.
Yeah.
And we said we should start going on a Friday morning to Aldi and just for the wine, because they've got one of the best selections and it's clearly labelled.
Yeah. And that's been a constant with Aldi for quite a long time, hasn't it?
It has.
Which is nice, you know. It's
You're
nice.
going to feed your rice, sir?
I am. I'm going to just scroll down to the bottom of the chat for now, because we can always scroll back up again, can't we? And for anybody that's new to the channel, I will just mention as well that our mukbangs are always kind of in two halves. So we have the first half where we're just eating and chatting, and then the second half where we shift all this stuff out of the way and we pull you in a little bit closer.
Yes, that's quite intimate.
Yeah.
Julie asks, those satay sticks look lovely. Have you a recipe blog for them? No, because I buy them. I just put on a mixture of Encona. However, you could do the same thing. What I do have on the channel is a recipe for almond satay sauce. It's gorgeous. And that with some This Isn't Chicken on, like, you know, a stick with that almond satay sauce and then cooked in the oven. They'd be gorgeous. But, do you know, as much as I like cooking, sometimes I like just getting stuff out of the freezer and chucking it in a hair fryer or oven. Ta-da!
Mikhail says, coming to camp out for the first time from Donegal Island. Looking forward to seeing you both. Fabulous. Yeah, we're hoping that at camp out we're going to meet loads of fabulous folk. We did last year.
Somebody just said curious as to why the rice is fed but the salad is shitted, because that's all to do with presentation. Even when you flatten down rice, it still looks good, but salad never looks as good after you've shitted it, hence shitting.
Yeah, I started as I always start.
Oh no, I've dropped things.
It's got to be that way.
Already.
Anyone else eating?
Yeah, Ashley and Tom having beans on toast. Classic, perfectly, beautifully vegan meal.
I was so looking forward to this. Craig thinks they'll be able to make the next Grub Club at Purezza, which is great.
I'll mention that actually, so that people who do watch our lives know. We have Grub Clubs. There's usually a vlog of them. We've tried to get into a pattern of doing them every second month, the last Saturday of every second month, you know, every 2 months. And then because we've had so much on this year, it's like, oh, we haven't done any. Anyway, May the 25th, the last Saturday of May, we're thinking about having one at Purezza, the vegan pizza joint in Manchester. So if you fancy, because it's usually just a bunch of people from the channel come along, have a lovely meal, meet each other, maybe have a drink afterwards or beforehand. That's it. It's lovely. And us two shoving food in us faces.
Always nice. To be honest, wherever we go, it's always lovely. It's proper nice. And so yeah, welcome one, welcome all to that, if you can make it.
Dorcas, thank you so much for the parcel, my darling.
Oh yes, thank you.
Thank you. Noodles and cider vinegar. If you can share some ideas with me of how I might use the cider vinegar, I would be grateful. Salad dressing, obviously, I'm gonna do that, but what do you use it for? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, because it's quite fancy, isn't it? It's quite fancy coconut-based cider vinegar. But thank you very much.
Beautiful. Right.
Gorgeous.
I'm going to go in with the dumpling and the dipping sauce, but I'm going to try the one with wasabi in it. I'm a little bit scared.
Oh, nice one, Melissa. Craig just had homemade chili sin carne with a naan. Nice. Oh, let's scroll back up a little bit. Oh, I've not tried it with the wasabi. I'm going to try that after you.
Yeah, you should.
Leanne has just had Vivera shawarma, chips and salad preparing for my first 10K race of the season tomorrow. Fantastic, Leanne. Good for you. Absolutely brilliant. And that sounds lovely. Oh, Peter, doing a Grub Club at Beck Hall would be outstanding. It would be outstanding, good sir. Yes. Let's put that out into the cosmos. Most definitely. Yeah, I'm going to try this now. With the wasabi. See what it's like. Oh,
well, isn't it nice?
Jeanette, that's a great idea. I'm gonna highlight that. Maybe someone would be able to bring us some extra mature Cathedral City when they come to Grub Club.
Watch it. Everyone that comes, they'll be in the same boat as us. Never seen it.
Yeah. The classic postcode
Mind
lottery.
you, we've had the spread.
Mm-hmm.
Smashed it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's lovely. Really nice. A little bit of wasabi added in there. Proper tasty.
The non-shim noodles are some of the best on the market. Never seen them in this, though, or never seen them in pots. So that's interesting. And you said you were going to take one to work, didn't you, to see if they were any different?
Yeah, do a bit of a compare and contrast. Yeah. Nice one, Jules. Chinese salt and pepper chips with braised sea. I don't know whether you just didn't finish typing, Jules.
Cottage and tofu.
Ah! Fabulous.
We had braised tofu again tonight, didn't we? Yeah. I left it to braise for a little bit longer. Oh, it did make a difference. Beautiful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Hope you're good wherever you are in the world. Yes. It's got to be one of these, I think, now. Julie just cooking a brinner, ready in 5.
Hey, Craig, we had we went back to Lidl yesterday and had sushi again for lunch, and it was yellow sticker 30% off because it had to be eaten that day. Still gorgeous though. Beautiful. And then today we had the beechwood smoked tofu from Lidl, cut into 4 thick slices, fried on a butty. Red sauce, brown sauce for us lunch. It was gorgeous.
Simple but effective. Myra's having a takeaway pizza. Heather, I'm sure it's lovely. Heather says, I thought I'd made a lovely dinner until I saw yours. Heather, I'm sure it's absolutely lovely. This is gorgeous, though. Can't go wrong with our Chinese takeaway.
And a plain paratha. Because you know we like the bread.
Yeah. It's always a welcome accompaniment, particularly with this meal as well.
Bit of ice on the edge there. Oh, we had a movie double feature last night.
We did, which is very rare for us, really, isn't it? These days, it's very rare for us to sit and watch 2 films in a night. So good. So good. Liv, we were just talking about this the other day, that pretty consistently it would seem as though in the UK for vegan food, we are absolutely rocking it compared to other parts of, well, like Europe and America anyway. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, these have got a right kick to them.
Peter, that sounds gorgeous. He's going out for dinner later for a juicy marble steak with a side of asparagus And vegan cheese baked potato.
Mm.
It sounds gorgeous, that, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Vegan Metalhead has been a member for 3 months.
Yay!
Everyone who can share how long they've been a member, do it in the chat.
That's so cool, and thank you, of course, for being a channel member. Always appreciated. That's totally awesome. Yeah, we've got some channel members that have been around a long time.
Tried it, Craig. I'm a brown. I don't hate ketchup, by the way. Just with particularly with bacon style sandwiches, HP all the way for me. Sometimes mayo, randomly.
Ashley, you lovely soul. Jeanette, I'll highlight as many as I can. You're all awesome. Oh, Angela, nice one. Angela says, really looking forward to camping in June. It helps me de-stress. Things are a bit much at the moment. Yeah, totally get that. That's one of the reasons, aside from the fact that we love to shove beautiful food in our faces, it's one of the reasons that we do lives, particularly at the moment, because it's a distraction for us and it's a distraction for a lot of other folk as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we need distractions at the moment. We really do. Without doubt. Oh, Peter, that's a shame about the restaurant in Los Angeles.
Kristen, well, how does one share one's channel membership? Do you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. Can't help you there.
Should we put a bit more wasabi in that?
If you want, I don't mind. If you want to put a bit more in. Oh. Liv, you'll do it if you want to do it. There's loads of support here. There's loads of support in this wonderful community. That vegan group on Facebook. Yeah, good luck with it. And please do. Please do.
There you go. I put way too much in that now.
Oh, well, there's one way to find out, isn't there? Have you already given it a little zhuzh? Yeah, you mixed it in, haven't you? It would be better doing this, to be fair. What I usually do, isn't it? And I can kind of scoop.
Oh, I hear you.
That's really nice addition. Really nice addition. It actually, you still get the wasabi flavour.
You do.
But it almost tames it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not as nasally, fiery nasally. No. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Sharon. I have nothing to do with it at all. Nothing to do with it, of course, as many of you will know. Becca's in the house. Thanks for being here. Good evening, lovely vegans and the vegan guys. Hope you're all doing super duper today.
Hang on, Becca. Good evening, lovely vegans and the vegan guys. We're lovely.
Vegan Metalhead. You know about my favourite vegan restaurant in the States called Fourth and Stay in Columbus, Ohio. Isn't that the one that does the vegan cooking? Fourth and State. Isn't that the? I can't remember the guy's
I don't
name.
know.
I'm sure it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, vegan metalhead. Isn't the head chef at Fourth and State that does the vegan cooking competition on the their YouTube? Leanne and Ashley, our lovely mods, trying to help Will and Chris share their channel membership. Dorcas, bless you. And thank you, Becca. Appreciated.
I was only pulling your leg, girl. You know that, don't you? It's featured on Top Vegan. Yes, that guy.
So cool. Yeah. Second series coming soon, if I'm not mistaken. We loved the first series.
Oh, Robin, happy anniversary to you and your lovely hubby. 11 years married today. Happy anniversary, love.
Oh, happy anniversary. That's awesome.
Tea sounds fit.
Right up our street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We just like favourite meal right there. Tofu, rice and veg.
Chris, you know what? You tried, and that's the most important thing. And your guys' support has been so awesome and greatly appreciated. We miss you guys. We miss those of you that we've met. We miss you. We miss you, lords. Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
No, you don't, do you?
No. When he talks about you, I say, shut up about them.
He's horrible.
Horrible folk. I said that.
About 3.5 years, Chris says. That's awesome. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Right. 24 years together.
You like us too. You waited a sensible amount of time before you got married. We waited until we'd been together 12 years. And on our 12-year anniversary of being a couple, that's when we got married.
Oh, Leanne, you know what? I'm so glad you mentioned that because it just reminded me of something. I was looking through photos on Facebook earlier on for a separate thing. Anyway, I was looking through photos and I came across the photo of us four when we went to Revolution in Manchester, when you came up to Manchester.
First time we met.
So nice. Very, very, very lovely memories from that first time. Yeah. And pretty decent vegan food at Revolution as well, to be fair. I wonder if they've still got a massive vegan menu. It's been ages since we've been, hasn't it?
I'm sure they will have. Yeah, we should go back. Could I have some more wine, please?
You're ahead of me. You can in a second.
I'm very sorry. I'm with my friends having my dinner.
I know. Oh, it's delightful. Right, let me just do that. We're all sorted.
Good on you, cat. Burger and salad and 2 lemon slices for dessert.
Do you want to hold that? Because I'm paranoid it might tip over.
Oh, Becca. Civil partnership. Are you a same-sex couple? I had not realised that. And if you are have you or are you going to convert it to a marriage? We did that as soon as we could. First male couple in Oldham to convert to a marriage, weren't we?
Yeah.
We're in 2005.
I think so.
15.
2015.
Wasn't it? We got married in 2009. It was that we went vegan in 2014. I think we converted in 2015. And then we went down to Team Time Collective and celebrated the fact that we'd converted. No. Oh, but you had a civil partnership. Thank you for normalising that. Because when they were trying to bring it out for gay people, and a lot of people were like, no, no, no. And then a lot of heterosexual couples were saying, well, hang on, we like that option. So, yeah. Yes, whether it's a civil partnership or a marriage, it's partnership that matters, isn't it?
Oh, Imran, that's gross. Yeah, I'd be disappointed as well. So, yeah, for people who can't see the chat, issues, don't want to spoil the vibe, but I'm disappointed with work. Of the 3 vegans in our office, one girl has started going out with an overbearing flesh eater from accounts and is eating with him. It's not great, is it? You know what I mean?
And then part 2.
Oh, and then there's part 2, of course, yes. Part 2. The lady I chat with buys second-hand leather bags from charity shops and is looking for me to justify it for her by saying the animals they came from are already dead and there's mine and there's me. Yeah. This is often the problem, isn't it? And I have a real hard time empathizing or wrapping my head around it, because I think once you've made the jump, once you've made the leap, I really struggle with the psychology around going backwards, going back, whether it's, you know, whatever justification people give in their minds or out loud, it doesn't wash with me. I try to be obviously as understanding as possible and as gentle as possible most of the time. But now and again, you know, we're all only human, aren't we? So totally hear where you're coming from, mate. I do. Sometimes all you can do is just give them the look.
Mark and Janice been together 40 years and celebrating in Spain. John's doing right good. Thank you for asking, love.
That's wonderful, Mark and Janice. Absolutely wonderful. Good on yous. When it works, it works. That's what we always say, innit?
Been trying to encourage my mother to get a walker for about 4 years. Good friend of hers died recently, and the friend's children said, would you like my mum's walker? Now it's a revelation.
Mind you,
stubborn, my mother.
Your dad was exactly the same.
Gee, I wonder where I get it from.
You've got the English stiff upper lip, and then you've got the Northern English stiff upper body, brain, lip, legs. Yeah. Just to go back to Imran for a second to cap it all off. Yeah, we're all waiting, mate. Just waiting for the aliens. We only come near us with a 10-foot barge pole.
What I will say, I've pretty much said everything that I feel about what's going on in Gaza and Palestine, and I'm disgusted. You know that. But what's with all these arrests on American campuses?
Yeah.
Of Jewish people protesting the war.
Yeah.
And being called anti-Semitic. It's all going too far. Israel has way too much power in this world and way too much control over Western society through our collective guilt. Mark my words. Way too much power.
Yeah, it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong and it's gone too far. and we don't dwell on this stuff for very long, but sometimes we need to be just vocal for a couple of minutes to just say, call out something that's wrong when it's blatantly and obviously wrong. And to draw maybe a slightly ridiculous comparison is I mean, I try not to weigh in on it too much myself for my own self-preservation, for my own mental well-being, but it is the most brutal and barbaric thing to happen to a population of people in my lifetime. And it's weird to draw the comparison, but when you see the disproportionate way that the protesters were treated, it's like a mirror of Israel's disproportionate genocide on Palestinian people. Totally disproportionate. Peaceful, calm, tutors, academics, intelligent young people.
I said I'm going to keep it short and then you...
Sorry. Yeah. But, well, I've said what I wanted to say anyway. It's wrong. It's messed up, isn't it? Absolutely.
Wow. That. But we need to do that in future with dumplings. A bit of wasabi.
I'm always curious, Tracy. That's why I asked before, you know, if anyone's eating and what they're eating. I'm always curious as to whether people just voyeuristically watch us stuff in our faces or whether, you know, people actually eat along with us. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, I'll be honest with you, I'd struggle to sit watching this without having, I'd have to have something on the side, you know, even if it's just a little snacky. Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
Oh, the whole St. George's thing in this country annoys me so much. Do you know he never came to England? Do you know he never visited England? Do you know he spent most of his time in Palestine?
We were talking about it in the car the other day, weren't we? It's like there's a whole section of the population that
they don't know what they're...
If you just tell them
They don't know.
If you just tell them to do something, they'll do it until it becomes tradition, and then they'll do it forever. And they'll get their kids doing it, and they won't question it, not for a second.
Where you at with the Greens campaigning, Jason?
Well,
there's no budget for out.
I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but no. In a nutshell, there isn't really. It was more, at least this time round, to be perfectly honest with you, it was more about giving people the option to actually have somebody standing and to have that name on the ballot paper so that when people go and they're choosing who to vote for on the 2nd of May, which is next Thursday, I think, that is just an option there for people. I've done like a little bit of a mini digital campaign. I've connected with a few community groups on social media that are representative of the area that I'm standing in terms of being a Green candidate, but not a huge amount. I haven't gone all out, I'll be honest with you. Neither the time nor the funds to do so. That's not to say, to be brutally honest, whilst we're on the subject, if I'd have had more notice, if I'd have had a little bit more lead time, maybe like, 6 to 8 weeks even, I might have been more inclined to try and do a bit more. And maybe try and get some leaflets printed or something.
Some sponsorship, maybe.
Yeah, like a bit of sponsorship to get, like a couple of thousand leaflets printed or something. But it did all come about very, very suddenly.
This is the first step. And hopefully it leads to something else. And that leads to something else. And so on.
Yeah.
Speaking of good things, I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be this year, my book. The wheels have started to turn. with the publisher. So Penny the Pigeon Queen should be available in your local bookshops, hopefully within a couple of months.
So excited.
I'll let you know.
I mean, these things do take time, don't they? There's a lot of wheels turning in the background. Quite a bit more to do yet, but it's proper exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it and read it. You know what I mean?
You've read it?
Well, you know, I mean in print, like proper. The finished product. Did anybody notice, by the way, that I do this sometimes, I sort of end up with like a rice and an edamame pizza. Lovely.
It's the best way to eat it.
Ah, cheers, Will and Chris. Fingers crossed, eh? Lots of people very excited about Penny the Pigeon Queen. Oh, yes, Will and Chris definitely want a copy. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I hope that a lot of parents get it and read it.
I do. That's the point.
But predominantly, you know, and it plants, and that's that whole thing, isn't it, about planting the seed?
If kids read it or it's read to them, they'll get it.
Yeah, they will.
That's why I wrote it. Please stop letting your kids aggressively chase pigeons in town centres. That's me in one of those situations, being abused by a mother who was swearing horrifically in front of her child because I suggested her child might not want to chase the pigeons and feed them instead with me. That's how it all came about. But it really bothers me because I think that because pigeons are our most accessible live animal in every city centre around the United Kingdom and maybe elsewhere in the world, if you let your kids run at them screaming, you've failed to teach them to be compassionate and kind to all living creatures. I truly believe that.
And it's a pretty simple lesson to teach and learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Chris, I have no doubt for a second that you guys would be freaking awesome with or without the book. No, let's not beat around the bush, but that's delightful. Appreciate the support. Oh, nice one, Flanny. That's nice. Thought of Penny the Pigeon Queen yesterday as watching a kid following the pigeons, but she didn't scare them. There is hope. Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, Liam. Even if they do, even if the parents do get defensive and foul-mouthed, or is that just an Oldham thing? Oh, can't necessarily recommend places in London to eat, Jeanette, but I'm slightly jealous of that.
I'm sure some people can, though, in the chat.
That's true, Star Lover.
Can anyone help Jeanette with some ideas about affordable places to eat in London?
We had found that lovely Chinese place, didn't we, when we were there? But that was years ago.
Jeanette, where is the show on?
Spirited Away on stage. That'd be incredible. Yeah, we're about the same this time round, babes. Oh, my Charles. Thanks for being here and thank you for the lovely words. Thank you from Toronto. Beautiful.
Oh, Jules. Tomato and pickle sandwich. Delightful.
Chris, that's so lovely. More wine.
London Coliseum. So if anybody knows of anywhere near the London Coliseum that's vegan and affordable, Jeanette will be there on Saturday watching the show and would appreciate any advice from anyone. Is it Barnivore? No.
Barnivore's for drinking it.
Barnivore's for booze. What's the website called, everybody? Happy Cow.
Happy Cow.
Happy Cow. There we go, Jeanette. Oh, Craig, they've tried bringing in pigeon feeding bans as well. And come and try and stop me. Come and try and stop me from feeding the birds. Like to dawn.
Also, going specifically to the seagull thing, try stopping the seagulls.
Yeah.
They're going to have your chips.
They'll kick your ass.
Whether you want it or not, they're going to have your chips. And then they're going to fly away and laugh whilst eating your chips. Oh, Flanny, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Always appreciated. Yeah, if you haven't already, and you're liking the live stream, and you sat watching us stuffing our faces and thinking, these lads are all right, please do consider giving the live stream a thumbs up. It genuinely helps. It's free. It takes a second. And often when we're streaming live, we get new subscribers.
Now, Star Lover, if there's a health reason to it, like, did you know that you're not supposed to feed ducks and geese bread? So if there's a health reason for it, I get it completely.
And there you go, Leanne. There's no stopping the seagulls. No stopping them. They mean business and they know exactly what they're doing, just like the monkeys. Whoa. Right. Let's think about this carefully now.
Our local park, Alexandra Park, has signs up saying, please do not feed the birds. Please do not feed bread to the birds.
Yes.
Very specifically telling you why not to, and then suggesting that you bring corn, grapes, frozen peas, etc. Nobody pays any attention, but the signs are all over the park. All over the park. Frozen peas, Becca's just said. Just said that, love.
Yeah. I think I'm not mistaken. I think they sell bird feed at the shop at the park that people can buy. is a way to kind of incentivize, you know, just to kind of say, hey, get this stuff, you know, like 50p or something, you know. I've right enjoyed this, babes. Proper nice. And I know it's not been that long since we've had,
but it does feel like a while. Well, there's the thing, Star Lover. If you go into the park to feed the birds, I've taken frozen peas. As soon as I read the sign, when I knew I was going back to the park, I bought a small packet of frozen peas from Heron for less than £1.
I think that's just it, isn't it? If you're going with a plan and an intention, then it's just a little bit of forward thinking, isn't it? In that situation. Definitely. Oh, so good. I'm not, Alex, I'm laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at the fact that you was jittery afterwards. I think I would have been as well, getting mugged by by a seagull in Liverpool. You know, that's going to upset anyone, isn't it?
Oh, Star Lover, if you like birds, you would love Alexandra Park in Oldham. There are two there's what they call the boating lake, although they don't really boat on it anymore. And then there's what they call the bird lake, which has got what they call Bird Island in the middle of it. It's not a lake, it's just a reasonable body of water. And so many birds. Pigeons and ducks and geese, and it's a beautiful place to go to spend time with nature.
Becca, no. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that birds don't like ice cream, even if it is Ben and Jerry's. Oh. Yeah, just a nice bit of heat, not too overpowering. Yeah, really good.
Sorry, I've literally just been stuffing my face throughout the entire meal, but I right enjoyed that. I always do when we have this.
Just scrolling back up the chat for a second. Jeanette, I'm glad you've got a couple of ideas from the community, and honestly, I hope you have an awesome time. I'm sure you will. I think it'll be absolutely amazing to see Spirited Away on stage. I hope it's everything that you want it to be. Oh.
Oh, our beautiful Dorcas. Dorcas and Nigel are visited by a male and female pheasant at the moment. And even the cats, Rupert and Ralph, stand back in a minute. Beautiful.
That's beautiful, that is. That's really nice.
Becca, huge fans of Schitt's Creek. Watched it twice, right through.
So good. The crowing.
And it's probably one we would watch again. I mean, we're on our 4th full season viewing Voyager right now.
I'd definitely watch Schitt's Creek again. Definitely. Right, I need to be careful with that now, actually. I need that to finish off. Should just hopefully just about be enough.
Oh, Victoria.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Art crushes me.
Yeah.
I'm too soft, is what it is. I get too emotionally attached immediately to things, and then I can't. That's why I'm devastated. It's like, why can't I do more? Why can't I take them home, all of them home? You know. David. But what a beautiful place to go, because at least they've all got each other in there, haven't they? We had a lovely time in there that day when we went and had a proper visit. We filmed. We spent time in the cat enclosure.
It was incredible. It was incredible, and it was clear very straight away, literally from the very first second that we were there, that the work was so important and it meant so much to the people that were there volunteering.
I wish I hadn't found out about Stephanie from Farm Out there, because it kind of tainted the end of the visit, because that's all I could think about then. Brought me up that. Are you done with this?
Yes, yeah. I'm literally just gonna. I've got that for that.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm gonna highlight that, Imran. I'm gonna try not to say anything in terms of spoilers or go on and on and on, which I so easily could about Fallout, but I won't. But yes, you are absolutely right. Fallout was amazing. If anyone's seen it, yes.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely superb. I was saying to Paul, when we finished watching it recently, it's 8 episodes, I said it's almost as if all of the people involved with making the show, like a couple of years ago when they first started on the journey, they were like, right, you've all got to go away now and put at least 100 hours into a Fallout game before we even start filming. It's like it's made by people who love Fallout. So good.
Oh, Tom says we have a bird feeder on our window and take so much pleasure in watching them. And added bonus is that we are now regularly visited by a squirrel, badger, and a deer who come to clean up while they drop. That's so gorgeous. We have a bush. Drives Isis crazy, by the way, although she never goes around there. She knows where it is. She's not stupid. But she likes to sit on it. We have a bush right at the front window, and it's a little bird meeting hub. Pretty much every day there's between 10 and 20 birds chatting away. Beryl's saying, oh, I hate that dick Brian. He used me. You know how they do. Chit chat chat. Yeah, I've seen that slag shadow in tree, always singing a song.
Still think she's summer.
I love it. I love it, and I love giving vernacular to what they say and stuff. But Isis will sit and do a little sometimes. Although, you know what? I think other than the time when, for a very short period of time, we tried Isis on vegan cat food, and I really regret that time because she killed that couple of weeks so much and hasn't done since. I just want them to bring out cultured meat now in pet food form.
It's not far off.
I know.
It's coming. It's coming. There's a whole section of the world that are aware that our food production system and distribution, combined with the burgeoning population, is unsustainable. It has to change. It's not a case of, well, it might change. It has to change.
It does.
And there is no choice. It's simple mathematics and science. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Very well. It always is, isn't it?
Proper beautiful.
I just cook it for the time it says to cook it on the packet. Not do with me.
Well, I think you've got something to do with it, mister. Here we go. Oh, no expense spared here with the setup, you know. No expense spared. So there we go. And now we can bring it in a little bit closer. Why?
Because you just said no expense spared.
This is what I've got to deal with now. For the rest of the night, in me head, the Jurassic Park theme tune. For the rest of the night, in me head. What I need to do
is
I need to get a little bit more water.
Dockers. Thank goodness you finished. I can look again.
I need to get a little bit more water. The bread, the paratha, it gets stuck in my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I need to just. Oh, that's good. No water in there.
Yeah, it wasn't great, were it?
What weren't great?
Richard Attenborough's Scottish accent.
Well, don't really matter, does it? Don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Vic and Bob, for anyone who's unaware, Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer. I want more wine now.
Oh, and for those of you who were following the health journey and knew the changes to lifestyle that had to happen. Oh, and for those people out there who are like, smoking isn't vegan, American Spirit Tobacco is vegan. Please learn that. Somebody look it up, Google it, you'll find out it's just tobacco and water. However, I actually prefer it.
Step 2, isn't it?
I actually prefer it. There's the thing. So, yeah, there's that. Debbie Miller, how long have you all been together?
Oh.
24. 7.
7?
Hang on. 27 years.
I rely on Paul's memory.
27 years this year.
My excuses.
We got married in 2009.
Brain damage.
So, yeah. 27 in June the 19th this year. We've been together 27 years, married for 15 of them.
Okay. There we go. Nice. I feel like I missed stuff while I was over there. Oh, imagine getting the Jurassic Park theme tune in your head every morning. Julie, how do you cope? I mean, it's a great theme tune. I'm not going to lie. It's an amazing theme tune.
Oh, Oracle, hello, darling. Hello, Miss Whimsy. I'm making homemade Indian dosa. Do you know I've never tried one? I've heard great things about it.
Nice. Thank you for the super chat.
Fermented mung bean and rice. Thanks for the help with my diet. Thank you for continuing to plough forward with it.
Yes. Yeah, you got this. Small steps is fine. Is absolutely fine. Scrambled tofu brain, absolutely, Ashley. Yeah.
No, Kawaii Sky Blue Dragon Puppet. Never read your name before, but hello. Some tobacco are indeed tested on animals. However, American Spirit never has been, and it is just tobacco and water.
Trust the Native Americans to be the only ones to produce tobacco that's vegan.
And
Do you know what I mean?
it's got nothing to do with the harvesting, because then it comes back to the old meat eater argument. So many little animals are killed during the harvesting of your vegan food, because of course meat eaters don't eat vegetables or grains or any such thing.
All that.
And it's also just it's a huge fantasy used as a deflection for falsehood, very easily researched and dismissed.
Yeah.
If you care about animals, you're vegan. Full stop. As far as is practicable and possible.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly agree. Oh, going back to what you were saying before. So we left you hanging before, didn't we? I think, if I'm not mistaken. So Paul mentioned that last night is a rarity for us. We had a double feature.
We did.
In this household. And feature number one was the original Alien film from 1979.
Which was it's great to watch it again. Such a good film.
45th anniversary of the film, made in 1979, the year I was born. Absolutely, still to this day, stands up. I will argue with anyone to the hilt. Is that the same? I will argue with anybody if they disagree with me.
While we were watching it last night, and when they were going on the computers and it was the green writing and the way it was coming up and the sounds, I was like, is this where Fallout got their idea for their computers from?
Never thought of that before, but yeah, it is.
Similar.
It's very similar. It is, yeah. Absolutely incredible. So we thoroughly enjoyed that. And then we watched Conversation with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil.
Which was also surprisingly good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad it was...
It's very stylized.
Very stylized, but it's kind of set in the 70s.
Yeah.
So it's...
I really like how they tell the story. I really like kind of what goes on with it all. So yeah, I mean, if you've not seen the original Alien film, then where have you been? But with regards to the other film that we watched last night,
Dorcas, me too, sweetheart. The first thing I ever had, computer-wise, was an Amstrad 925 word processor. It was basically a great big massive box, a screen and a keyboard, and you could put floppy disks in it, and it was for my writing, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
Just checking.
It's on where do we watch it? We tried to watch it on Disney. Oh, Disney Plus.
We're talking about Alien or Late Night with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil.
I don't know what we watched that on. I thought it was on Shudder.
Yes, Shudder on Amazon.
Yeah, very good. Honestly, better than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be completely honest, but it was more down to how late it was. I drifted off, but only for a minute. And then Paul very gently just touched my arm, I think. And then I kind of came back round about 3/4 of the way through. But I didn't miss more than a minute of it. And I can legitimately say it was very, very good. And pretty horrible in places as well. But also funny in some places. Oh, Tom. Good to know. Whilst we're on the subject, I think, let me just highlight that. The new Exorcist film, as a purist of the original and Exorcist 3, Victoria was not impressed.
Exorcist 3? Is that the Gemini
Killer? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
God, there's a scene in that still fucks with me.
Melissa, we haven't seen Baby Reindeer yet, but I think we are going to end up watching it at some point. I think. Are we?
Maybe.
Yeah. You seemed quite keen the other day to watch it. You was like right up for it.
I was, and then people like the guy that's written it has had to kind of do a post, hasn't he, and said, please, people, stop searching for the people.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In the film. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't stop people, can you? You can't stop people from being people, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I don't want to stop people from being people. I just wish people would
be a bit more thoughtful, empathic,
all of the above.
Respectful,
yeah.
Decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live the Dream says Ripley, the series, is amazing.
Wait, I didn't know there was one. Where is it? And what is it? What is it, Liv?
Nice one, Chris.
What should we watch?
Baby Randy. Oh, we thoroughly enjoyed Three Body Problem, Dorcas. We really enjoyed that. It was top-notch stuff. Not seen Midnight Mass, I don't think. Whimsy, Oracle of Whimsy, I don't think. We watch a lot of stuff, and sometimes titles just go out of my head. But I'm pretty sure. But I will keep that in mind, definitely. For anyone who knows as well, you know we love sci-fi, you know we love horror. And if it's sci-fi and horror combined, even better.
We'll certainly look at the trailer, Oracle. Thanks, love.
Yes. Ooh. Trying to have a little. Yeah. Actually, I imagine that, Tracy, that, you know, when something is really powerful on a very particular subject like that, that for anybody who has experienced it themselves, it's quite close to the bone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It must be like, yeah. Got to take a few deep breaths. Remember, pause it a couple of times. Yeah, I think we're all caught up, pretty much. All caught up. Craig, you always recommend strange and bizarre films that are quite off the wall. I know a few of your recommendations, but I think it's fair to say you're into quite unusual, slightly obscure, you know, independent indie stuff. Jeanette says, apparently Search for Spock is coming to cinema soon for its anniversary.
If it does, I will go and watch it.
That would be awesome. I would jump at the chance to watch any Star Trek film on the big screen.
Yeah.
I really would, most definitely. Yeah. Thoroughly, whilst we're on the subject, just briefly, we're on the subject of Star Trek. So I've got to say, we are rapidly approaching the end of Voyager, our fourth watch, but we are also thoroughly enjoying the final season of Star Trek Discovery. So good.
Linda, we've seen Spirited Away many times. If you were here earlier in the conversation, surprised you didn't hear that, because we wouldn't be excited about seeing something on stage unless we'd seen it. We know the film
so
very well.
So good.
Seen it many times.
Such a good film. Yeah. Quite big fans of Studio Ghibli as a whole. I can't profess that we've seen every Studio Ghibli film, because I think there's a few out there that we haven't. But what we have seen, we've absolutely loved. Absolutely loved.
It's because they're an amazing production company with fantastic animators, and you know, great storytelling, great voice actors.
Yeah, incredible.
But yeah, brilliant. Right, we're going to start winding this up pretty soon, so I'll give you all a chance to say goodnight to each other. Please don't forget, We do have a Facebook group, that vegan group. Just answer the questions to get in there, and loves a bunch of folk, just like here in the chat, but you know, pretty much there's people there all the time. So yeah.
Will, yes, I had seen that there is some kind of new William Shatner documentary film coming out. We'll probably watch it at some point.
We love the Shat.
We do.
He's a great man.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And if anybody, just while we're on the subject, if anybody hasn't caught what he said basically when he came back from actually going into space for real, and his experience of that, and his kind of how profoundly impacted he was, but not necessarily in the way that you would think, I would highly recommend you check that out, because I was quite surprised at William Shatner's take on finding himself in low Earth orbit and looking at planet Earth and looking at the blackness of space. Interesting.
Alex Johnston says, would you guys be into a Star Trek musical? Lol. And I'll say to Alex, have you seen Strange New Worlds? Season 2, episode 9.
Subspace Rhapsody. Oh yeah.
It is a musical.
Oh yeah.
It's brilliant.
Keep on keeping on, Liv. Stick with it. Seek what you need when you need it.
Massive thank you to Leanne and Ashley for being here tonight and moderating, although it doesn't look like we've had too many nasty humans, which is a good thing, because too many of them in the world.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, Alex didn't know. Oh my God. It's brilliant. All the songs are on YouTube. All the songs.
But you've got to watch the episode.
Yeah. Subspace Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. There's a P in there somewhere.
Right, guys, we will get off. Thank you for joining us for dinner and for a lovely chat. We'll see you again next Friday in the lounge. We'll have a nice chill. Maybe Jason will play something.
Maybe I'll play something. Yes, maybe I'll play something.
Kiss my face. Love you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again very soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves.